We are live. We are live. We are live. Let me just check everywhere that everything's going well. Welcome to. Oh, let me just move the microphone over. That might help a little bit. Flustered and rushing around. Welcome to Monday Motivation. This is where we kind of talk about things that will help you boost your week. And today is about, it's about kind of decision making. And I tell you, I suffer from this all the time. With so many decisions I've got to make, sometimes it can really be overwhelming, and then no decisions are made, or impulse decisions are made. So let me know. Let me know if that affects you. Let me know if you're starting to feel that overwhelmed with being an entrepreneur, a parent, whatever it is. These things tend to have an effect on you. And let me know where you can see and hear me from. We should be on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So I'm just going to pop over to Instagram now and see if we are there. All should be good. I'm not seeing anything just yet. We'll figure it out. Let me just have a quick look. Oh yes, we're here. We're here. I can see people all joining. Everything looking good. There we go. So yeah, just checking. There we go. So we're live there. So yeah, I've got a double check. Thank you for joining me as well. So yes, the decision paralysis is a terrible thing, and kind of having those blocks of all the decisions you've got to make, and how do you overcome that? So we're going to go through some hacks, some little tips and tricks that are going to help you with that, and then we're going to do a 10-minute kind of motivation to kind of lock in those suggestions and make you feel good as well. So let me just open this up. There we go. Why can I never see it on my own thing? I know I'm live, but never mind. So yes, so do let me know where you're watching from, and if you're on Instagram, there we go. We're getting some comments coming through here. Oh, nice one. Wherever I am in the UK, I'm going to put my glasses on for this one. No, I'm not actually. I'm going to be too vain for that. I'm in the UK, currently in Yorkshire, which is the centre of the universe. So here's the thing. If you fill your day up with like small decision making, you can spend your day running around like a headless chicken trying to make sure you're making those decisions. Now, the problem with this is that's what causes the overwhelm. Think of like Steve Jobs, who wore the same outfit every single day. And the reason why he did this is because he didn't want to be bogged down with mundane and boring decisions that had to be made. Because if your brain's thinking about, what to wear, what food to eat, and all of those types of things, you've then got no energy left for the big decisions that you need to make in life. And so that's where kind of Steve Jobs came through that whole always wore the same outfit every day. A lot of high achievers do a very similar thing as well, because again, it means your energy, your brain focused is left for the big decisions there as well. Let me bring my notes up. I always make the decision to not be that prepared. It's not a decision, it's an illness, I think. There we go. I've just gone into night mode, so everything's gone dark on here. So yeah, so we're going to talk about these different tips. If you've got any tips or tricks or hacks as well that you think will help that you do, then please feel free to drop them in. Let me just take this comment off the screen here. And yeah, and obviously when it comes to the meditation part of the show, the hypnosis part of the show, please, if you are currently operating any vehicles or anything like that, then don't take part in that bit. So we're going to talk through kind of what is your, what's going to help your day run smoother. Is it being kind of focused on the right decisions, or is it ticking off those things off your to-do list? And it's about making sure your energy is spent where it needs to be spent. So we're going to go through some of those hacks. Now, these aren't just for business owners and for entrepreneurs. These are for anybody doing anything in life. And I know we get caught up with work stuff, with life stuff, with job stuff, with show stuff. All of these things, it's about making it as smooth as possible. Part of the reason why I have the studio set up the way that I do here is to ensure that when I come in, there is no decisions to be made. The only decision is, am I on mute? And has it gone where it needs to go? If I had to set the studio up every time, like a lot of people do, then I'm having to think about things. I'm having to think about if the cable's in the right place. I'm having to think about whether the lighting's in the right place. By setting it up, making it work, and then setting this space out permanently, it then means the decision process is taken away. And that just means my energy is better than spent deciding on other things, tea or coffee, for example. So yes, and by doing this as well, it's going to help you reclaim your energy for those better decisions, or to enjoy your life so you're not worrying about other things as well. We're going to go into kind of, what decision fatigue is, and I think we just kind of touched on that a little bit, and then we're going to kind of give you the hacks. The first of those is nice and simple, and again, a lot of this is not about preparation and taking up more time, but it's just about putting some things in place. And so, like having a decision tier tree put into place. So you kind of think about it like a tier one decision would be your marketing strategy for the next 6 months. That's something that needs to be done right, and it needs to take a lot of your attention, and focus needs to be on that. A tier two um, level of decision tree could be something not as important. You need to focus on it, but you don't need to give it your full attention right now. This could be something like, next week's meeting, or something that has less of a impact in the long term. And then finally, tier three is they're the mundane decisions, like what to eat for tea, what you're going to have for lunch, what we're going to get from the shop. These are silly decisions that will really take up a lot of energy, and a lot of people suffer from these because they allow these day-to-day decisions to take up time and energy. A lot of this also helps you create systems, because once you know on that tier tree where things need to be, all of these mundane, all the tier three tasks, you can either delegate those to other people, prep for the week and get it all done, or you can automate it. Find a system to put in place for those mundane tasks, automate it. And that lets you know where you can focus. Then you can be focused on the tier two and tier one level things, which means your brain power is going exactly where it needs to be. If that makes sense, do let me know in the comment section. I'm just going to quickly pop back over to Instagram as well, because I don't see the Instagram comments on here, and I know they are there, but I could just flip over here. Why should I not see that there? There we go. Oh. We've got some comments on Instagram as well, which is on LinkedIn, sorry, which is nice. So yeah, so that's kind of your decision tree. Now, let me know if that makes sense to you. Now, this can be done at the beginning of the week, the beginning of the day. You can kind of plan ahead and kind of go, right, here's the things I've got to focus on today, and make sure that decision tree is working right for you. Do you know what I'm going to do? Stay with me. Stay with me. Thinking on my feet here. I think if I do that, there we go. If I log out as me, I can log in as me. There we go. Cool. I should be able to see your comments now. Cool. Well, there we go. I'll pop that on there, and I should be able to get the comments on there. Sorry for that. That's very rude of me, wasn't it? So yeah, so do drop in your comments as well. So that's the first kind of level hack, what I think is a really good one. If you just take on board that one thing, it's going to help you streamline so much more. Another example is choice batching. What is choice batching? That's putting all of the mundane decisions together in one place. So like kind of group similar decisions together that you can tackle. So plan all your meals, meal prep for the week. Think ahead, plan what you're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Plan ahead, do it all in one go. Batch cook your food if you want to, so you've got it all together, and it means all that decision will be made in one time. Set aside dedicated time just for replying to emails. So just say Monday 11:30 for 1 hour is when I'm just going to reply to emails. What this does is, now I really suffer from this. If I'm on this task here and I have to come out of that task, so I'm replying to this email, I come out of it, I then go do something else. The time it takes my brain to get back into that, that's where the energy is being wasted. So you just spend an hour or a designated set amount of time replying to emails. Monday, 11:30, email replies. 12:30, reply to social media posts. 1:30, go for lunch, whatever it is, but batch it all together. Make it so that specific area of time is just for making those decisions. And it means your brain stays in that focus state on that one particular task. And you're not flitting from one task to the other, to the other, to the other, wasting your powerful energy over and over again. That for me is one of the things that in learning that really helped me kind of focus and helped me be much more productive. And it has a weird effect as well, because when you focus on one particular type of task rather than flitting between them, and then you change to a different type of task, it's almost like it's almost like it's refreshing. Your brain does something different, and it's like, oh, this is new, and it feels good. So I would definitely check that one as well. Uh, uh, oh, this is a really great one as well. Rather than just choice batching as well and reducing your mental stress, satisficing. I love this. Satisficing over perfection. Satisficing is when you kind of look at something and it's like, right, that's good enough. It meets my needs. That's good enough. I'm not going to look at all the options to find out what's perfect, what's the absolutely perfect fit. No, satisficing. It's good enough. It meets my needs. Make the decision. Go. Done. That way will speed so much of your decision making process and not waste your energy. Does that make sense? I do really like that one. And again, it kind of avoids that analysis paralysis. You can overthink these things way, way, way too much there. Just pop on and see this comment here. Oh, Terry, absolutely the same. I am absolutely multitasking all the time. I run a couple of businesses, I run all sorts of stuff. And my brain is always all over the place. That's great. The problem is my brain is always all over the place. I'm burnt out and I wore it like a badge of honor. By doing those things, you're not multitasking, you're focused on that particular role for that set amount of time. And it takes a bit of discipline to train your brain to do that, but it then means you're not also firefighting, because sometimes when you multitask, a level 2 job can be put back, and then all of a sudden it becomes a level 1 job and it has to take up all of your energy. And so kind of focusing and compartmentalizing them really does help, in my experience anyway. But let me know what you find helps. As a fellow multitasker, what kind of things do you do to help you stay productive? Another one as well is a 2-minute morning prep. Start your day by deciding the 3 things. 3. I don't know, I put 4 things up then. Start your day by deciding 3 things. What's your number 1 priority? What's your top priority task for today? What's the one thing you'll let go of today? And what's one small win you're going to celebrate? That kind of really just helps you kind of put it into a nice little thing. Write these down. It helps you focus your attention. It helps you focus your decision making. And again, it helps you kind of work on what really matters. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comment section if that makes sense to you. I think those are some great little hacks. And again, you know, comment in the group. If you've got a hack that you think the group would benefit from, then please do let us all know. I'm always looking for new ones. And most importantly, if you find value of this, then please do the whole like, subscribe, and all the stuff you need to do, or recommend it to someone that you know that definitely needs some help when it comes to making those good decisions. So the next bit of this show is where we kind of go into that kind of mindset, eyes closed visualization stuff. So what I'm going to ask you to do, and again, please do not take part in this part of the show if you're driving a car, operating heavy machinery, or have any reason you should not be doing this type of thing. It's not going to take long. You're not going to be hypnotized too deeply, and we're just enough to lock in these positive suggestions for this Monday motivation. But what I want you to do right now is I want you to take a big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just relax down, deep down now. Let me just take this comment off the screen. Great comment, thank you very much. Got a new puppy. Puppies definitely take up lots of work. So take a big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and I want you to just take a moment right now for you. Get rid of any distractions, anything that's going to stress you out. I want you to just allow yourself to just let go. Feel good. Just relax. You can allow the sound of my voice to help you relax, or you can just allow yourself to go deeper into that wonderful state, like a daydream-like state. A state where nothing bothers or disturbs you. With your eyes closed as you listen to the sound of my voice, I want you to just allow yourself to just drift down, relax, and allow the sound of my voice to help you go deeper. In fact, as you're sat there, laid there, listening to my voice right now, I want you to wonder how good it would feel if everything you knew you should be doing just happened. Something just reconnected in your unconscious mind and enabled you to just focus, to let go, and to allow all these things to happen naturally, all by themselves. And as you're sat there just letting go, listening to the sound of my voice, and I want you to just relax for the next couple of minutes. Your unconscious mind can go through this process at a super, super fast speed. And we know those moments where sometimes we can get caught into a beautiful daydream. It feels like we've been there for ages, but it's just a couple of moments. Or just like this, a couple of moments can lock in complete new learnings. With your eyes closed, I want you to imagine standing or sitting by the side of a gentle stream. On this stream, there's various different things. The water just bubbles by. As you watch it, notice how beautiful and calming this is. The stream just floating by, just like the time in your life. On the stream and in the stream, there's various things that need to take up your time, your attention. Floating on the top of the stream, there may be some leaves, scattered about one or two, just floating down. Underneath the water bubbling away, there could be a heavy rock. And these require different levels of attention. If you focus all your attention on just catching each individual leaf as it goes past, you'll find that your time and energy is so busy, so focused, trying to catch them one at a time as they float past, missing some, catching some. And as this is going on, you're missing everything else that is going on. And the big rock underneath the river, this is the sort of thing that needs your full attention. 2 hands to grab, to hold, to lift, and to move out of the way. And there's little pebbles around, smaller rocks, not as heavy. Probably be able to move them with just one hand, but still need your focus. And here's how it is with life. We can find ourselves busy trying to catch each and every one of the individual leaves. And on some level, we feel good because we are busy, but we're not being productive. We're not making the best use of our time. But getting both hands in, being focused, engaging, and grabbing the big rock, moving it to a part of the river, so it changes the flow of the river now. As you move that rock, that big boulder with both hands, you now realize that as you push that rock to where it is now placed, it changes the direction of the river, which now means all the leaves kind of funnel in and gather. This now makes gathering those leaves easier. You could even maybe place some of the smaller rocks in a different location in order to really fine-tune where those leaves are going to be floating now. And then you can just put a net or something and automatically catch all of the little leaves and clear them from the river. And this way, by focusing your attention on the big job, on the important role, you've then made it easier to focus your energy where it has the most impact. It can enable you to have the biggest change. And then you've changed and moved some of the smaller rocks to help you fine-tune your day. And then finally, right at the end, you've automated the task of collecting those leaves. Now your unconscious mind can go through and take whatever it needs from this metaphor, this suggestion, and you can allow yourself to relax down even deeper, enjoying this wonderful short session of relaxation and motivation. But knowing that today is Monday, you have the whole week ahead of you. What goals are you going to focus your attention on? Are you going to be busy collecting leaves this week? Or are you going to move boulders? Are you going to make big changes that have high impact on your life, on your future? I wonder. As you continue to relax down even deeper, in a moment I'm going to count from 1 all the way up to 3. On the count of 3, you can open your eyes and just feel good. Enjoy this wonderful sensation. On 3, 2, 1. There we go. Feeling good, feeling wonderful in every way, shape, and form. Do let me know how you are doing. It's always good to know how people are doing after these sessions. This is Monday Motivations. It is 20 minutes of your time, and we are at the 20th minute right now. Please do feel free to let me know in the comment section how you're doing. If you're on Instagram, this is also on YouTube. You can get a rewatch on there if you so choose to. If you're on LinkedIn, then thank you very much for joining us as well. And on Facebook, thank you for your comments. And YouTube, obviously, always like those comments. Guys, thank you very much for joining me this week. It has been a real pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rebecca. Thank you, Maria. Thank you very much. It's nice to get the comments. And again, always open to suggestions. If you have suggestions for future shows, then please do get in touch. Every Monday, 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, right here. Take care and have a fantastic week.